You may know how to read in English. You may know how to write in English. But sometimes when it comes to your speaking, you have a hard time speaking. Or maybe you're at level 1 and you want to get to level 5. In today's video, I'm going to show you the exact steps you can take to improve your speaking skills. Gang! Welcome back to another episode of English with Collins. In today's video, you already know what we're going to be focusing on. But before I begin, Happy New Year. I'm so happy to see you guys, and I'm happy that you guys are doing well, and I'm so thankful to the Most High God that He has allowed us to enter into another year. Not everyone gets a chance to wake up and see another year. So if you're still alive, and you're still here, you're still breathing, you're still walking, you're talking, and you're speaking English, then you have to be thankful to the Most High God. Before you continue this video, I want you to go ahead and comment down this specific phrase. In 2026, I will become an excellent speaker. Write it down right now in the comments. Pause and write it down. Because what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to affirm to yourself that you're going to become a better English speaker. And by the way, I got this tip from English with Tiffany, and I want you guys to go ahead and check her out. She has amazing videos. I love how English with Tiffany really just goes out her way, and she really brings you guys that energy, that positive energy. I want you guys to go ahead and comment down this specific phrase in the comment section below right now before we start this video. Excellent. Thank you so much. In today's video, my goal is to help you improve your English speaking skills. And I've actually broken this video down into a couple of steps. And I'm going to give you a couple of steps to help you out. Let's go through the very first step. Step number 1. Think in ideas, not words. Think in ideas, not just simple words. Most people struggle because they translate in their head, right? The reason why sometimes you're struggling to speak and your English speaking level is very low is because you spend most of your time translating up here in your head, right? Strong speakers think in ideas. People that speak English very well, they think in ideas, not perfect sentences. So I'm not spending most of my time trying to figure out the right sentence to use, but I'm thinking in an idea. In my course, I actually break this down, and I actually have a separate section called thought groups. I teach you the concept of thought groups and chunking, right? It's a method that a lot of great speakers actually use, and that is how they're able to speak well. Is because they practice chunking and they practice speaking in thought groups. And by doing so, their English sounds 10 times better than yours. You see what I'm saying? So it's the same method I'm teaching you in this YouTube video, right? Think in ideas, not just individual words. Like, for example, bad thinking. You're constantly thinking about what is the correct grammar, what tense, and what word. Good thinking. Idea, simple sentence, and a natural flow on how you bring it out. The bad thinking is when you're constantly focusing on what's the correct grammar, what tense am I using, past or present tense, and what word am I supposed to be using? When you're constantly thinking like that, your brain gets clouded up and you're not able to speak in a good manner. Remember, I told you already in my previous videos, stop spending more time up here. Spend more time down here. Okay? Excellent. Now, let's do a quick interactive practice. Okay? Say these ideas quickly with no perfection. Let's start off with the very first idea. Yesterday, busy, tired. Yesterday, busy, tired. Now say this. Yesterday, I was busy and tired. Yesterday, I was busy and tired. Let's try one more time. Yesterday, I was busy and tired. Let's do the next one. Now, learning, improving. Now, learning, improving. Let's try this. Now I'm learning and improving. Now I'm learning and improving. Now I'm learning and improving. Let's try this one. Future confident speaking. Future confident speaking. I'll become a confident speaker. I'll become a confident speaker. This little simple exercise right here, what we did was we took individual words, individual ideas, right? These individual words, such as future confident speaking, or now learning and improving, or yesterday busy and tired, we took these simple ideas and what we did was we put it together in a sentence. So what I want you guys to understand is I want you guys to know and learn how to think in ideas. So let's assume someone comes up to you and asks you, "Hey Collins, where's the bathroom?" Right? Your initial answer would be you'll either point to the bathroom or you would say it's right there or it's here. But if you're someone who's practicing on speaking and becoming a better speaker, 9 times out of 10, you're most likely going to say, "Hey man, the bathroom is over there. The bathroom is right here. The bathroom is this." So the thought group, right? Or the main idea is the bathroom is, and then you have the separation, and then over here or there. You could replace it several times with different kinds of things. So that right there is what we call a thought group. You're thinking in an idea. The whole idea of this specific practice is to help you guys understand how to think in simple ideas and use simple sentences and have a natural flow. So you can take simple words. If someone were to ask you, "Hey Collins, what were you doing yesterday?" Think about, okay, yesterday's the first statement. What did you do? I went to sleep. Okay, let's combine the idea, the simple sentence, and the natural flow together. So if someone were to ask you, "Hey Collins, what did you do yesterday?" I would say, yesterday, the idea, the simple sentence would be, yesterday I was sleeping. Yesterday I went to sleep. That's it. Yesterday I went to sleep. It's that simple. Or, Collins, what are you going to do tomorrow? The idea, tomorrow. Tomorrow I will go home. Maybe the idea is tomorrow, home, and sleep. So you could say, tomorrow I'm going home to sleep. Tomorrow I'm going home to sleep. You see, it's all about connecting your idea to a simple sentence and continuing that natural flow. Stop spending too much time up here in your brain. If someone immediately asks you a question, you should be able to generate a response immediately, right? If someone asks you, "What is your favorite color?" The question is, what is your favorite color? The idea is, okay, we're talking about color. So what is my favorite color? Color, black. Okay, I love black. Okay, how do I connect that in a sentence? Black. Okay, my favorite color is, you can repeat the question right back to him. My favorite color is black, right? By thinking like that, you're enabling yourself to speak better. So you see what I'm saying? So I want you guys to always think in ideas, not just individual words. Step 2, short sentences first. Short sentences first. Fluent speakers always start with short sentences and then they expand on that. They start with short sentences and then they expand on that. So you don't hear a lot of fluent speakers just immediately speaking just like that. Sometimes they start off with short sentences and they build up. Now I'm going to give you a basic formula for this kind of method, right? So the base sentence formula is this. You have the subject, the verb, and one idea. The subject is either the thing or the person, right? The subject, the verb is the action that you're taking. And then of course you have the idea, what is actually happening. So let's start off with this basic example. Let's start off with a short sentence. I work. I work. Then we can move on to I work a lot. I work a lot. I work a lot. So I work. Now, I work is the I being the subject. Work is the action, right? Which is the verb. I work, right? So we have the subject, the verb. Now let's build off of that. The idea is I work a lot means I work a lot, which means I do a lot more and I work a lot, right? I mean, it's that simple. I work a lot is I work a lot, right? I work a lot. Then let's move on to the next part. I work a lot during the week. I work a lot during the week. Let's build on top of that. I work a lot during the week because I'm focused. I work a lot during the week because I'm focused, right? So the idea is you want to start off with a basic subject. You are the subject. You want to add a verb to it. What is the action that you're taking? Are you working? Are you sleeping? Are you going out? Are you standing up? Are you exercising, right? Then you add the verb to the subject. And then you have the idea that flows through it. You see what I'm saying? Right? Let's do another example. We have I speak. I speak. Remember, I is the subject. Speak is the verb, is the action that you're taking. I speak. I speak English. English is the idea. I speak English. I speak English. Let's build off of that. I speak English every day. I speak English every day. I speak English every day. Last one, I speak English every day to improve my skills. I speak English every day to improve my skills. So we're starting off with short sentences and then we expand. You get the idea. That is how you do it. Remember, everything that I'm teaching you guys is all step by step. You're practicing day and night, little by little. You're going in, you're going out. You're saying this, you're saying that, and you're building off of that. Because remember, I always talk about things becoming second nature. Listen, the more you practice, the better you become. The more you practice, the more it becomes second nature to you. I want you guys to reach a certain level in your speaking capacity where you guys can speak English so fluently that you don't need to worry. You don't need to sit here and you don't even need to worry about what you're trying to say next because you've been speaking it so much that the words are embedded into you, right? You notice how when the teacher is teaching a subject in school and the moment you understand that subject, it becomes second nature. You understand it so well. Like multiplication. We learn multiplication in second grade. Or in other words, class 2, right? We learn multiplication in second grade. Second grade, they taught us the 2 times table, the 3 times table, the 4 times table. The moment I understood it, someone can ask me, Collins, what is 2 times 2? 4. 2 times 3, 6, because I know it so well. That is how I want you guys to master. That is how I want you guys to learn how to speak English like that. If you guys can allow your speaking skills to reach a point where it's second nature, man, you're golden. And that's what we want this year. Now, I'm going to give you my third step. My third step is I want you guys to speak slow to sound fast. Speak slow to sound fast. Now, remember, speed comes from clarity, not rushing. I'm going to say it again. Speed comes from clarity, not rushing. I don't want you to rush your process of speaking English so fast. I want you to be able to speak slow, right? I want you to be able to speak in such a way that the words that are coming out of your mouth is very clear. I can understand it. I can hear it. I can follow along. Do you see what I'm saying? That is what I'm looking for. Speed comes from clarity, not rushing. Remember, here's the rule. Clear sounds equals natural speed. Clear sounds equals natural speed. The clearer the sound is, you begin to build that natural speed. Like right now, as I'm speaking to you, right, I'm using this method called linking sounds for natural speech, which I just talked about in my last video for the year 2025, right? I made a video specifically on this where I'm talking about copy my USA pronunciation. You guys can go ahead and check out that video, right? Where I'm talking about like literally linking sounds for natural speech. And I'm actually using this method right now as we're speaking. I'm connecting my sentences and my words together. But at the same exact time, even though I'm speaking fast, it's still clear. You can still understand what I'm saying, right? I'm emphasizing on certain points and I'm reducing the level of emphasis on certain points. You see what I'm saying? It's a thing. So what I want you guys to focus on is if you speak slow, you can sound fast, because the more you speak slow and you're able to articulate and bring out your words clearly, when it comes to a point in time where you're speaking really fast, we can fully hear what you're saying, if that makes sense. All right. A clear example is, let's take a look at these 3 different examples, right? You can repeat after me. I didn't see you yesterday. I didn't see you yesterday. Number 2, I was working late last night. I was working late last night. I'm trying to improve my speaking skills. I'm trying to improve my speaking skills. I'm trying to improve my speaking skills, right? Even though I'm speaking fast, I still sound clear. You see what I'm saying? That's the goal. My last step for you guys is I want you guys to sound confident when you speak. Sound confident when you speak. It is very important for you guys to sound confident when you speak. right? Confidence is tone, right? Not vocabulary. It's not about using fancy words like aluminum, like, oh yeah, metropolis, or using all these big words. That doesn't make you sound confident. When you speak, remember, speaking is all psychological. Everything about speaking is all psychological. Everything. And what I mean by everything, I mean everything. From everything you do stems from your brain. How you perceive yourself, how you perceive your world stems from how you think, right? The good teacher always says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So whatever you think in your heart, that is exactly, well, technically, that's who you really are. How you view yourself is how you experience the world. How you think shapes your reality. So I need you guys to believe in yourself. I need you to believe that you are an excellent English speaker, that you're on your way to becoming a better English speaker, I want you to develop that confidence. Because remember, when you have that confidence, man, people can, even if you have an accent, people can still fully understand what you're saying. People are still attracted to hearing what you have to say. There are a lot of great people out there. Arnold Schwarzenegger is someone who has a thick accent, but still manages to become the mayor of California. And I hope I'm getting this right. If I'm wrong, please tell me, correct me in the comment section below. Arnold Schwarzenegger is someone who had an accent, but still really had major success in the film industry, had major success in the bodybuilding industry, even though it doesn't require speaking, but still he had success. He believed in himself. And that's what I want you guys to have in 2026 is belief in yourself. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to go ahead and check out the pronunciation course. The link is down below.